What's up everybody, it's George back again with Warp Charge Gaming. Excited to be here today to give you an unboxing video of the Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress box. This was given to me by Battlegrounds to show to you so you can see what's inside of this awesome box. Battlegrounds is my local gaming store here in the Richmond, Virginia, Midlothian area. My favorite game store of all, proud partners with Warp Charge Gaming. So check out what we got going on and let's see what's inside this new box from Games Workshop.
All right, so the box is substantial. You can tell that there's a lot of items inside. It has a chunky weight to it and a very professional presentation, as you would expect from Games Workshop, leaders in the tabletop wargaming industry. You can see on the box art here some of the painted figures that are inside. There's a total of 9 Explorer models, 2 of them being the Rattling twins, so 8 total Explorers to choose from. And then you're looking at 35 hostile models to go against the Explorers throughout the game. Inside here you can see the Black Fortress artwork that you can put up. Next you can see there's quite a bit of books here. They chose to make 5 individual books that break down the different components of the game, where these would usually be chapters. They just made 5 little softback covers here. So you can see here that we have 5 mini softback books that are within inside, where these would normally be chapters in one large book. They made these individual components. The first one that you start with is the one labeled with the rules. This gives you the long description of pretty much the gist of the game, walking you through of most of the details. The other books that need to be referenced to understand how to play the game is the combat book and the precipice. The precipice is like a port city located near the Blackstone Fortress. A city was formed around the wreckage of an ancient craft, now called the precipice, and this is where you go to dock your ships and prepare to go into the Blackstone Fortress with your exhibition team of explorers. So here they give you a bag of all the dice you need. You can see all the different cards that are relative to the different elements of the game, whether it's the encounters that you face on the field, the type of artifacts or resources that you gather. And here you can see the hidden vault envelope that's sealed up with the mysteries that lie within the hidden vault of the Blackstone Fortress. That is the goal of the game. Quest your way through on exhibitions, gaining clues and resources to be able to gain access to the location of the hidden vault and discover its secrets. Here you can see the awesome artwork on the cardboard pop-outs for the ships that your 8 explorers hail from, each kind of themed around their particular race and background. Each ship has 2 sides that offer unique abilities to the explorers that utilize them. When inside Blackstone Fortress, the support side is showing and offers abilities that can be used throughout the exhibition. And then when returning back to the precipice, you flip the ship to its facility side, where the explorers can choose to use those facilities and be able to trade with the wares of the ship. Each ship having their own individual resource deck, where you will draw special relics from for each ship. So there's a lot of contents in this box. I'm gonna have to drum up some extra space here. It's 3 large sprues plus a smaller character sprue. It's a hefty box worth of materials. Looks like they're all snap fit and can easily be popped together to begin playing right away. They give you all the bases you need for those models. There's a lot of cards in here, the custom dice that are required for the combat system, the several miniature softback books with all the different components of the game, and of course your data cards to be able to easily reference things without requiring the book. The back of the books also have great reference charts, so once you get the gist of how to play the game, you are simply just looking at the back of the books. Rarely do you need to actually open them up, besides to just double check particular details. I will say the rules being split between all these different sections here, and the way that they kind of cross-reference back and forth, I feel like that they're often trying to make it seem less complicated by baby stepping the information, but if they just put it all in one place more sequentially versus jumping between these different books, I honestly think I would find it a easier digestion. You constantly feel like you might be missing something, the way that they are constantly referencing back and forth between the different books and how the different segments of the game operate with each other. So here you can see all the data cards to the explorers themselves, as well as the hostiles. Each one is double-sided. For the explorers, it shows their inspired side, if they are able to achieve their hidden agenda or spend inspiration points to flip. On the other side of the hostiles, you can see their behavioral charts. You're going to be rolling a d20 throughout the game, and it'll dictate the ways that the hostiles will operate. All right, so there's two types of cards that are the exploration cards, both challenges and combat. You can see on the combat card that it gives you a map of how to lay out the tiles and where the deployment zones will be for the hostiles of that particular combat sequence. The combat can be a deadly tangle where you're trying to gather resources and find a portal to be able to leave that particular area of the Blackstone Fortress. The challenge cards will be things that you need to complete and will affect your exhibition as you go along. When in a combat, this when you will be drawing from the encounter deck to see the hostiles that you'll be facing. The hostiles are deployed around the discovery tokens. If your explorers are able to get to these locations and make a discovery, then you'll be able to take resources and artifacts back to the precipice to further your pursuit at finding the hidden strongholds within the Blackstone Fortress, defeating them, and being able to find your way to the hidden vault and its mysteries. So here you can see me quickly throw everything into the individual bags per the separated cards that I've made. There's enough bags for every separation of card type. Games Workshop provided regular Ziplocs to be able to hold all your tokens and dice, and they gave you stylized Ziplocs to be able to put the individual characters and the components that they've collected throughout the quest neatly organized so that you can just simply unload them from the Ziplocs and take off right from where you left off in your previous exhibitions. So what you're looking at here is all the cardboard holders to the beautiful artworked tiles that you'll be taking out to create your battlefields. You have the combat tracker, the tokens that you need to signify things going on throughout the game, a line of sight ruler, the precipice where the ships are docked, the ships themselves, which are most everything here is double-sided, and then of course the individual tiles that make up your board. These are going to be what they call location chambers that have indicators with purple lines showing you barricades and walls that can't be traveled through or seen through, and then there's going to be dark white lines that signify cover throughout the maps that can make it more difficult to injure the explorers or hostiles. As you saw earlier, the combat cards you draw from the exploration deck will dictate how these tiles are laid out to create your battlefields or strongholds. All right, everybody, so that is the Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress unboxing from Warp Charge Gaming. Thanks to Battlegrounds, the local game store here in Richmond, Virginia, Midlothian, Virginia. We thank them for the opportunity to show off this new sweet game, and I hope this gave you guys a little bit of an insight to what's inside the box. Feel free to jump over to the video where I give a brief overview of the rules and my first impressions. Hope you all have a great time out there. Keep taking fun seriously.